to my channel. It's me, Bessie Joyce, and it's been a while. I have no uploaded video on my YouTube channel because I was in the Philippines. I was in a vacation, enjoying time with family. So it's really a great time. It's nice to be home. Since a lot of people asking me what are those travel documents, what are the protocols in traveling back to the Philippines in time of pandemic, so I made this video for you guys. I hope this help. And if you think this is helpful, you can share this video for other people who are traveling to Philippines soon. So, ayan, kagaya nyo din, dami ko ding haka-haka before going before my flight going back to the Philippines. Nandun yung kaba ko, baka hindi ako pasakay ng eroplano, baka kulang ako sa requirements. So ang ginawa ko is madami akong sinearch, madami akong pinanood ng mga video. Ayan, nakakatulong po guys. And of course, because of that, I will share all my travel experience going back to the Philippines in time of pandemic. Kasi hindi na po siya, kagaya ng dati, yung wala pa yung COVID-19 na ticket lang at passport is okay na makakapag-travel na tayo. So, may mga additional requirements silang kailangan sa mga airlines or sa immigration pagdating sa Pinas yan. I-share ko lahat-lahat sa inyo guys kung ano ang mga dapat nyong gawin, ano yung mga protocols nila, ano yung dapat nyong dalhin. But first guys, I will share the good news with you. There is no more quarantine when you arrive in the Philippines as long as you have your RT-PCR test and your fully vaccinated card with you. There is no more problem. You can freely leave the airport. You can go directly to wherever you want to go in the Philippines. You can go directly to the beach. You can go directly to Cebu, to Palawan, to El Nido, to Boracay. Ayan, that's the good thing, guys. First, let's start with the foreign tourists, foreign nationals, balikbayans, and former Filipinos who wants to enter the Philippines in this year, 2022. What are the process? What are the protocols? What are the requirements in entering the Philippines? Don't worry, it is simple. As long as you have your fully vaccinated card, you can enter the Philippines. But if you are not yet vaccinated, I'm so sorry. I think it's really hard to enter the Philippines. So here is the requirements for foreign tourists, foreign nationals, balikbayans, former Filipinos who is entering the Philippines in this year, 2022. Number 1, you must have your negative RT-PCR test result taken within 48 hours before departure, or your negative antigen test result 24 hours within before departure. Your passport, it should be 6-month validity. Your COVID-19 proof of vaccination. Your travel insurance with COVID-19 coverage of at least $35,000. Onward or return ticket of not more than 30 days since arrival or within allowable stay. And lastly, your One Health Pass QR code. So that's the requirements for foreign nationals, foreign tourists, balikbayans, and former Filipinos who is entering the Philippines. And let's talk about it one by one, guys, about the requirements. Let's talk about the negative RT-PCR test. It should be taken 48 hours before departure. So, for example, you have a flight tomorrow at 4 p.m. From 4 p.m. tomorrow, you have to count back 48 hours. And then within that 48 hours, you can take or you can have your RT-PCR test. But make sure you have the negative RT-PCR test result before your departure. And don't worry, even if your negative RT-PCR test is already expired when you arrive in the Philippines. There is no problem. The important is you have it before your departure, because the airlines will ask about it. So, just like me, I have a flight from Munich, Germany to Singapore, and then Singapore to Manila. So, in Singapore, my RT-PCR test is already expired. So, they don't ask about it in Singapore because I have only a 2-hour stop there. They will only ask, I think, when you go outside the airport, when you enter Singapore. So, ayun, there's no problem about it as long as you have it for before departure. But if you have your negative antigen test result, it should be taken 24 hours before departure. So last February, end of February, I traveled to Philippines. So antigen test result is not yet allowed. So I take the PCR test. So I think it's better you have to take the antigen test result because it's easy. You can have the result as soon as possible. So the next requirements is the passport. Your passport should be at least 6 months valid. And then your proof of vaccination card. It's okay which vaccine you have as long as you have a proof, then it's okay. So the next requirements, guys, is the travel insurance with COVID-19 coverage of at least $35,000. So it doesn't mean that you have to pay this $35,000 before traveling to Philippines. No, no, no. There is a lot of insurance company that they have this COVID-19 coverage of at least more than $35,000. Please check online, guys. There is a lot of travel insurances company like Alliance, AXA, Safety Wings. But make sure they have this COVID-19 coverage. Or maybe you can ask your insurance company. Maybe they have the COVID-19 coverage. Then it's not hard for you to find insurance company with COVID-19 coverage. For those who are looking for insurance, I would recommend Safety Wing. It's easy to purchase, and the certificate you need, they will release it after 30 minutes of your purchase. And a lot of travelers already use this insurance company, and eventually, I heard it was all successful. So try it, guys. The fourth requirements is the exit ticket or the return ticket. Foreign nationals, foreign tourists must have their return ticket living in the Philippines not more than of their allowable stay. So you must have your return ticket, guys. You must show your return ticket going back to your country of origin. So the last requirements, guys, is the One Health Pass or the QR code. This is really important, guys, before you travel because the airlines will ask about your One Health Pass. And before you fill up the One Health Pass, make sure that you have your e-ticket with you, you have your passport, you have already your negative RT-PCR test or negative antigen test, and you have your vaccination card. Because when you fill up One Health Pass, you have to upload your negative RT-PCR or antigen test result, your vaccination card, and you have to write down your passport number, and yeah, so that to avoid going back from the start of the form. Take note, guys, that One Health Pass is for free registration. You must not pay for it. You just log into www.onehealthpass.com.ph, because I heard a lot when they log into that website, you must pay for it. No, 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 guys. it's for free. I will share the link down below so that it will help you find the right one. So check it out, guys. So that's all. It's easy and simple, right? So that's the requirements of foreign tourists, foreign nationals, balikbayans, and former Filipinos. So let's move on to the Philippine citizens. These are the Filipinos who are working abroad, like OFWs. Filipinos who are still holding a Philippine passport, Filipinos who have their resident permit abroad, and Filipinos who have dual citizens. So, because we are a Filipino, it's easy for us to enter the Philippines. Of course, it's our homeland. Why it should be difficult, right? But even if we are a Philippine citizen, we must also comply our requirements in returning back to our homeland, of course. So, you must have your plane ticket, of course, your passport, your vaccination proof, if you have, your negative antigen test or a negative RT-PCR test, and you must fill up the One Health Pass before flying to Philippines. So that's all. That's all the requirements of a Philippine citizens in going back to our country land. The good thing is we don't have that travel insurance with COVID-19 coverage of not less than $35,000 because we are a Filipino. We can go back to our country without that insurance. For those foreign nationals who are planning to visit Philippines soon, and you are looking for a certified insurance, travel insurance with COVID-19 coverage, I will share the link down below, guys. Please check it out. This insurance is already proven, and a lot of travelers already use that insurance company, and eventually it's all successful. I will also share the One Health Pass link down below. Please check it out, guys. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video would help. And have a safe flight going to Philippines, and I hope you enjoy your stay there. Thank you so much for watching.